Hello everybody, this is MaximumDonut. I'm bringing to you another episode of Dark Souls PvP. And this one, it'll be slightly different from my usual Road to Humanity series. Going back to just doing some random duels with a new weapon that I've been trying recently on a new build that I've also built specifically for a certain playstyle, not necessarily the playstyle that I'm demonstrating here, but yeah, it's sort of worked out this way. This build actually is not ideal because it was only after I started using the Lifehunt Scythe that I realized that it's a beast. It angles like it dead 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 angles like a mother. And it's just quite fun to use. Dangly peanuts. So this build, I think I gave him 60 vitality or something like that, and 20 strength and 40 dex. And that's actually not the ideal sort of range to put this. That's not the best stats to put this in. The best stat distribution, basically. What I should have done is I should have put 40 into dex and then 16 into strength, and that's it. And the only reason I would put in that many points into strength is just so that I don't have to two-hand my weapon all the time, and I don't have to two-hand my weapon to get a riposte, which kind of looks really dodgy. I mean, if you go to one-handed and you're not throwing out any attacks, then that telegraphs that you're just going for parries. So yeah, so I like to put enough stats into weapons to be able to one-hand them if I ever want to get parries off. You'll see me doing more and more in this video. He's rolling at me incessantly, so that's why I was afraid. Yeah, what was I just saying? Oh my god, my memory is horrible. Right, yes, so you'll see me doing more and more in this video that I'll be doing untargeted attacks, and the reason that I'm doing that, and probably doing it too much, is because it's a lot easier to get dead angles that way. And the range of attack, or the degree of the swing of this weapon is just so ridiculously beastly. It's it makes it very, very easy to dead angle, and also the while running attack and the R2 attack actually have really fast. Oh well, the R2 attack is pretty slow, but the while running R1 attack, and so the backstepping R1 attack as well, when two-handed is just really, really fast. Particularly if you actually hit or do a phantom hit, you can recover pretty quickly. And obviously the dead angling properties of this weapon are just so beastly. The self-bleed thing, though, is one thing that I have sort of had a little bit of difficulty managing. So I have the red moss, whatever the hell it's called, in my inventory. But yeah, I have bled myself to death twice now because yeah, it was just I think I was versing a katana user, and yeah, so they also build up the bleed effect, and then before I knew it, I was just dead. I was like, how did I die? And then I realized, I was just being an idiot by not paying attention to my bleed meter on a weapon that builds up my own bleed meter. So one thing that I was trying on on this character was using the blood bite ring, or the ring that gives you extra bleed resistance, and it freaking like doubles your bleed meter, man. It makes it pretty much impossible to bleed yourself out, and so the only way that you'll bleed out before your opponent, if you're wearing that ring, is if they do that whole using the roll invincibility animation to avoid bleed damage. yeah, so I was thinking about maybe actually building a character to actually use this weapon properly, having optimum stats for it, and yeah, but you know, that I'm not sure if I'll actually wind up doing that. I probably will, because the strength stat that you need for this weapon is the same as the stat that you need for the Chaos Blade, so you know, why not? What else can I say about this weapon? One thing that I should mention, probably. So you'll see, like my soul's just jumping around a little bit, and my humanity jumping around a little bit, and that's because I was actually doing a lot of sort of setup duels with garlic paste, and so you'll see me like, well, you know, I tried to edit most of it out, but you know, you'll see me some bits where I go for garlic paste summon sign, and that's purely because and sorry, yeah, I haven't included them because you know, those setup duels, while they were entertaining for me and probably entertaining for garlic paste, yeah, they didn't really showcase exactly what this weapon can do, because he was using a entirely pretty much 100% magic build, our magic and pyromancy build, and so the matches mainly consisted of me trying to chase him down while he tried to get various spells off of me, and he did wind up killing me so many times. I know sometimes I have a lot of difficulty dealing with you know, with certain things. Like recently, I've had a lot of difficulty dealing with weapons like the Great Club. And weapons that have the moveset of the Great Club. So things like, you know, even the Dragon Tooth, for some reason, I've been having a lot of difficulty with it. Here, I'm going downstairs to check if Garlic Paste has put his sign down, but he hasn't. Or, well, I couldn't find it. And yeah, anyway, the Techno Foxy winds up going down, and so I drop some humanity for... I can't remember this guy's name. But yeah... Well, he shouldn't really have to use his own humanity to heal. Oh yeah, I do summon Garlic Paste. Yeah, he shouldn't have to use his own humanity to heal, because you know, that's not really fair on him. And oh yeah, so I should explain what happens here. This was one of those situations where Garlic Paste couldn't see. I'm sorry, the phantom that invaded me couldn't see Garlic Paste, and so he would have just seen a row of items just appear on the floor in front of him. The reason that Garlic Paste was giving these items to me was because I was using the unupgraded Wanderer armor, just because I thought it looked cool, and yeah, so he was like, oh well, the Dingy Robe gives better bleed resistant things, so you know, he just gave me a fully upgraded Dingy set with a big hat as well. So yeah, why not? And yeah, this guy, you know, realizing that I wanted that item, yeah, he gives it back to me. So yeah, kudos to this guy, and he yeah, uses another one of the humanities that I gave him. So I think that's fine, right? It's yeah, we reset the duel, so I think that's okay. All right, so I suppose I should mention this. I am planning on doing some more doing some live commentary, because I think it's probably more entertaining. You know, if I have specific things that I want to talk about or things I want to say, then I'll do these kinds of post footage commentary, and probably I'll continue to regularly do post match commentaries. But yeah, live commentaries is something that I've wanted to add to my channel basically ever since I started uploading things, but I didn't think I wanted to, because the sound quality on it would be pretty bad, and so I was like, oh, maybe I'll hold off until I get the mic. And now that I've gotten the mic, I really have no excuse for not doing live commentary, so that's something that I will be bringing into this channel very soon, hopefully. And yeah, I think I've talked about enough random crap, so I can start talking about the gameplay. One thing that I'll say about the Lifehunt Scythe, oh, no, I should start talking about my build. Alright, so this build, I initially created it as a Vitality Gouge, And my intention with this this build was I would use all of the stamina regenerating items. So I have the Chloranthy ring equipped, as well as the Mask of the Child and the Grass Crest Shield, which means that without eating grass, my stamina already regenerates at a ridiculous rate. And then with the Grass Crest, with eating the Green Blossom, it regenerates even faster. I think, I'm pretty sure it does. But regardless, if I'm not in combat, if I'm not running or shielding or attacking, jumping, rolling, whatever. Yeah, it regenerates ridiculously faster, but maybe like half a second before I get a full stamina bar. And so my strategy with this character build was that I would I get caught in a backstab there. I think that's perfectly legitimate. Yeah, sort of my my foolish running around in circles leaves me well wide open to it. But anyway, yeah. So my strategy with this character was to try and be as offensive as possible, like constantly offensive. So attacking, and then letting my stamina regenerate for like a second, and then going in for more attacks. Get the riposte. Get the get the parry there, because his attacks were quite predictable, but unfortunately didn't get the riposte. For some reason, I have difficulty getting the riposte off in that that sort of broken wood area, I guess. And there, yes, I used the roll animation to avoid the bleed damage. So I suppose that was quite nice. Although it wasn't entirely intentional, but still. What was I talking about? God dang. Oh yes, live commentaries. No, this build. So I'm planning on using a spear, I think, or yeah, something like that, two-handed, or maybe a halberd or something like that. Something that I can be constantly offensive with, and that would be difficult to manage. So yeah, something that I can sort of attack quickly with, deplete the opponent's stamina and all that stuff, and always be offensive. Yeah, so I'm planning on yeah, using this build in that way, and then creating another build to use the Lifehunt Scythe with exclusively, or use the two dexterity scaling weapons that I like, the Chaos Blade and this weapon. Yeah, so that's my intention. So yeah, unfortunately it does involve me having to create another build, but well, I like creating PvP builds, and I do use the bottomless box glitch with the mule just because yeah, it is time consuming, particularly since I'm making so many PvP builds. You see me getting owned, because this character's playstyle is trying to be constantly offensive and not doing lock-ons. Yeah, that kind of spear, constantly attacking strategy is basically the hard counter to him. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't talk about everything I wanted to talk about, but what else is new, right? I'll see you in the next episode.